Jared Dines, the Gray. Jared Dines is a very well-known YouTuber. I admit I'm a subscriber amongst the many millions. And many others that have probably reviewed this probably are themselves, maybe. So there might be a slight bias. I will say I know the specific styles he normally goes for are more metalcore, deathcore, gent, tech deathy, sort of progressive deathy, like Periphery more so than anything. I don't know, like maybe some Suicide Silence here and there, like early stuff. Or prior to that one album that he memed the hell out of, that I still will love to this day of anyways. I sorry. I don't know. I had to do it. Anyways. This is not quite the first full length. I think he had like something called the Gem Files or something, from what I looked up. But I think this is like the legitimate album he was working on for a long while, at least ever since his EPs in 2016, The Light and the Dark. Granted, I need to properly hear them in their holistically. They're not bad. From what I remember, the songs weren't bad at all. I do say that he's come a long way trying to learn production stuff on his own without Fluff. I don't know if Fluff is involved in this or not, production-wise. Maybe not because he's been busy with Dragged Under, but regardless. So far, there's 16 tracks. It's a long album. Maybe which might be a bit of a detriment. It could be, but I liked it. Lord of the Sloth is nice. Core Theater feels very Avatar-esque in nature, but if they went deathcore or something. Basil Poisoning is pretty heavy. They Will Be Mine. Of course, his friend Austin Dickey on Tooth Grinder. Yes, and the end of this track can either be cringe or you will laugh along with the joke. They literally end with growling, "Suck my fucking cock." But instead of saying cock, they literally death growl the rooster crow. The fuck? What the fuck? Other than that, Castle Horror is pretty decent. I will say, to me, the best tracks that stand out the most are Dreams That Will Never Be, Elise Reed's guest vocals. Of course, throughout this entire album, Alex Ruddinger. I'm trying to figure out what band he was in. I feel awful not remembering. What I do know and what I can say is I know he's a shredder of some kind, but either a guitarist of some sort, I believe. Either way, he's bringing it on a lot of this stuff that he's featured on this record a lot, and he does extremely well. Good to have someone around like that for this particular release. But for me, that, and it's The Dreams That Will Never Die with that, and John Dreddos, and I believe Jared on cleans as well at points, with Insidious Majesty, which is probably the most metalcore, genty metalcore that you'll get on this record, and the most clean singing you'll get out of even Jared at this point. Dead by Lightning's fine. I feel like after that it does start to lose itself a little bit, but not in a way that if you haven't already listened to the first half of this, the latter half after that will definitely still keep you interested at the very least. And still keep you going even if it's not seemingly as strong. I'm not completely checked out. I'm still invested. Just know that things still run the same way as usual with that. But not enough to where I don't hate this thing. I mean, a lot of it's very deathcore. seems a little on the paint by numbers, but the way that it comes off, it's done with great quality and good enough production, I think, that I'm willing to be nice. And you know what, Jared? Thumbs up. We hating. All this shit, you know. And I wouldn't say horns up or masterclass, really. I can't say that quite yet, quite at the moment. I see others say so that are more diehard and have more bias than me. I'll say that. But I enjoyed this thing. If you liked what Jared does with his content on his main channel, you'll still love this regardless. And I like this as well. I like this more than I initially thought I was going into it, so that's a good sign, especially knowing the deathcore stuff, and now I'm not usually a deathcore kid. I've grown to like this for that, for being that, and Jared just being true to what he does, you know? Though after this, I am more curious on whether or not if Howard Jones would be willing to allow you to put some of this stuff in Scion or not, or if he's like a no-go. I don't know. I'd be nice, you know, to just have a good collab in that regard. Also, I know him and Heafy had done stuff like an EP together, so who knows? Who knows? And other people. Hell, I would love to see all these people that he collabed with, guitar-wise, come in, and that he's done collabs for the year, for each year, come in and start getting involved and doing some features for his own, for other stuff as well, and maybe get those guys some notice, you know, if this album does blow up in the same sense that Scion did, you know, kind of, sort of. Who knows? But what did you guys think of The Gray by Jared Dines? If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go check out his stuff there. Also check out the Dickie Dines show, which is of course Austin Dickey, who was the feature on Tooth Grinder. Also they're good buddies and they do stuff together. It's in a weird way on my end of my other channel, The Burn Pit, which you should subscribe to that as well. That on my end, I'd say some of how that has been going lately is very similar, and it's especially in humor and stuff. So if you liked what Dickie Dines doing there, you should like that as well a little bit. Though we do try to be a little more family friendlier. We attempt to. It doesn't always go over well, at least not on my end. And that's kind of how it is. So. But, enough with the shameless plugging. What did you guys think of the album? Leave a comment below, let me know. As always, guys, keep it random. Keep it real. Keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. I will see you in the next video. Take care, y'all. And subscribe to Jared's channel.